When you first spawn in Minecraft, everything feels so peaceful. You're standing in a vast, colorful world, mountains, trees, oceans, animals grazing in the distance. There's no story, no introduction, no quest marker. You're just there, alone. But if you've ever stopped to think about it, that silence feels strange, because the more you explore, the more signs you find that something terrible happened long before you arrived. Ruins scattered across deserts, ancient cities buried deep underground, portals to other worlds that no one seems to use anymore. It all starts to raise one big question. What happened to the world of Minecraft? Let's take a deep dive into the possible storyline behind Minecraft, who built the world, what destroyed it, and why you might not be the first person to walk it. Every Minecraft world starts the same way, a single person waking up in an empty world. There are no other humans, no villages bustling with life, no civilization, just you. That alone is strange. In most games, you're given a story, who you are, what your goal is, and why you're here. But Minecraft doesn't do that. It gives you a living, breathing world that feels like it once had meaning, but lost it. You find abandoned mineshafts, ruined portals, underwater temples, and even villages, but the villagers aren't like you. They're simpler, almost primitive. They farm, trade, and sleep, but they can't talk or build anything new. It's as if they're descendants of something much older. That's the first big clue. Minecraft isn't a world being built. It's a world being rebuilt. So who created this world before you arrived? The ruins, the temples, and the strongholds suggest there was once an advanced civilization, one capable of engineering massive structures, complex redstone devices, and interdimensional portals. These were the ancient builders. This civilization likely discovered the power of the environment, how to harness redstone energy, manipulate mobs, and even open portals between worlds. The evidence is everywhere. Strongholds with portal frames, desert temples full of traps, and fortresses in the nether built with perfect symmetry. But as with every civilization, power can lead to downfall. And that's where the story takes a darker turn. The builders may have experimented too much. Perhaps they mined too deeply, or began to tamper with dimensions they didn't understand. Maybe the creation of the nether portal was their first mistake, opening a gateway to a hostile, chaotic realm that they couldn't control. From there, their society started to collapse. The nether is unlike any other place in Minecraft. It's hot, violent, and full of creatures that seem twisted, almost unnatural, piglins, ghasts, and wither skeletons. Many fans believe the nether isn't a separate world, it's the remnant of the builders' failed experiments. What if the nether was once part of the overworld? Maybe it was a place they tried to industrialize or harness energy from. Over time, it became corrupted, burned, and twisted by the energy of the portals themselves. The builders might have used it for resources, but the cost was too high. The nether consumed them. The piglins, once human-like, could be survivors of those experiments, mutated over time by the chaotic energy. Their obsession with gold might even be a memory of the wealth and greed that caused their downfall. And then there's the Wither, a creature built from soul, sand, and bone, summoned through forbidden magic. The builders may have created it as a weapon, something to defend them against the spreading corruption. But instead, it destroyed what was left of their civilization. The Wither didn't just kill people, it erased their cities. When everything began to crumble, the surviving builders may have looked for one last refuge, a way to leave their dying world behind. That's where the end portal comes in. Deep beneath the earth, inside ancient strongholds, are gateways to a place called the End. But despite the name, the End isn't a paradise, it's a void. Cold, lifeless, filled with floating islands of obsidian and chorus plants. And at the heart of it all, the Ender Dragon. Some believe the dragon was a guardian, placed there by the builders themselves to protect their new home. Others think it was something else, a being they couldn't control, which turned their final refuge into a prison. The Endermen are another mystery. They're tall, intelligent, and they move blocks like builders. Some theorists suggest that the Endermen are the ancient builders, warped by dimensional travel and trapped in this realm. If you look closely, they even behave like humans might in that situation. They explore, they pick up pieces of the world, and when you look at them, when you see them, they attack, almost as if they can't bear to be reminded of what they once were. The End isn't just another world. It's the graveyard of humanity's ambition. That brings us back to you, the player. When you spawn, the world is quiet, like it's been waiting for something. You can build, explore, and create, just like the builders did long ago. You can even open the same portals, summon the same monsters, and if you go far enough, reach the same fate they did. Minecraft might not have an explicit storyline, but it's built around patterns. You start from nothing, rise to power, build great structures, then face dangers that slowly grow out of control. It's a cycle: creation, destruction, and rebirth. So what if your role isn't to discover the story, but to repeat it? Maybe every player in Minecraft is part of that endless cycle. The world regenerates, you rise again, and the mistakes of the past are repeated in an infinite loop. The builders fell, and someday you might too. That's what makes Minecraft's hidden story so haunting. It's not about survival in a random world. It's about a civilization that reached too far, and a new generation unknowingly walking the same path. Even the structure of the game reflects that theme. You start small, learn, grow stronger, and eventually face the Ender Dragon, the ultimate symbol of the old world's failure. When you defeat it, you're not just beating a boss, you're breaking the cycle. And then you return to the overworld, to start again. Minecraft might seem peaceful on the surface, but beneath that silence lies a warning that creation and destruction are part of the same story, that curiosity, greed, and ambition can build worlds and end them. It's a reminder that even in a blocky, digital universe, history repeats itself. So what is the storyline of Minecraft? It's the story of humanity: discovery, expansion, pride, collapse, and rebirth. It's the story of a world built by ancient hands, destroyed by its own creations, and reborn again every time a new player spawns. You're not the first to walk this world. You're just the latest chapter in its endless cycle. And one day, long after you're gone, another player might wake up in the same world, see the ruins you left behind, and start to wonder the same thing. What happened to the people who came before me? Because in Minecraft, the story never truly ends. It just waits to be rebuilt. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the hidden lore of Minecraft, make sure to like this video, subscribe for more theory content, and tell me in the comments, what part of the Minecraft world do you think hides the biggest secret?